All right, I thought I'd share a project that is near and dear to my heart, and that is the creation of my own website for Alpine Pro Cleaners. It is a cleaning company that I started Q4 of last year, so we've been around for like a full 3 or 4 months now. And this is just an example of what we can build. And yeah, excited to show you more project as we go along. So let's jump in. So this is the front end of the website. And so obviously a website has a couple of different purposes, right? You have the front end side of things that is meant to attract customers, to give a good impression to customers, and then also to collect their information so that you can reach out to them and sell them and to get them into your funnel, to get them into your workflows, right? So on this website, it is, yeah, I think it's a beautiful website. It's not perfect. There's things that I want to update. I don't like these cards. I kind of want them to be like scrolling cards that kind of like do this thing, so you can see like all the different features of Alpine Pro and why people work with us. But, so there's little things here and there that we can improve and do better. But for the most part, I think it looks good, right? It shows who we are. It tells about our cleaning standard. You can come in here and see like, hey, like this is what makes Alpine Pro Cleaners, right? Lists out all of our products, that sort of idea. So it's a beautiful front end website. And there's two kind of functional things that I want to share with you. And that is the estimator tool and then a secret that I want to share with you about my website that you will never see anywhere else besides on this video. So the first thing is, the number one question when I started my cleaning company and was telling people, hey, I'm cleaning homes, recurring cleaning, really focusing on people who are wanting non-toxic products, that sort of idea. Number one question is, well, how much do you charge? Right? And as somebody who has a background in cleaning, but not so much the estimating side of cleaning, that was something that I have had to work through and that I'm still getting better at, but that I've gotten to a point where I needed to understand how to estimate. And so it was hard for me to have these conversations right up front because I didn't know how much. And then one thing you'll realize if you ever start a cleaning company is everybody says that their home is not that bad. So that not that bad category ranges from really not that bad to horrendous. And so you just don't know until you actually get into the property and see it, right? So I built out this online estimating tool how I want it to be. And this is really a key point that I want to make, which is we've been for the last 10, 20 years in a situation where there's these big software companies that are building solutions that are everything to everyone. And then there's this no man's land, and then there's the small and medium-sized business owner who they're overwhelmed by these bloated, feature-rich CRMs and marketing tools and widgets and whatever, and they just want something that solves their problem, that is small, that's lightweight, that works how they work and thinks how they think. And so now what I'm doing is I'm using custom code to bridge that gap, and because I understand how to integrate AI and how to leverage AI into my coding practices and development solutions, that I can build something that's very powerful, works exactly how they want it to work, and I can build it fast at a good price. So the return on investment is no longer an issue, and the speed to actually deploying these solutions is so much faster than it used to be. So again, let's talk about the estimate. So somebody comes into their website, they click an online estimate, and the first thing I want you to realize is that I wanted my estimate process to be broken down into 3 steps. They give me their basic info, they give me the estimate, so they build their own estimate, and then they can book. Okay, so inside of here, I'm just going to put in some dummy data. And this is actually one thing. I'm just going to put in some dummy data. So I'm just going to say test, and then I'm going to put in my phone number. Actually, I'm just going to put in a random phone number. Don't do this. Don't fill out my form with junk numbers and stuff, okay? And that is actually something that, I could actually work on, is using, I want to plug this into the Google API so that this address is actually being validated, that they're not able to just put in a string, they're just not able to put in a text, that it's actually validating that address. Like you've seen on other website builders, which is very possible. I just haven't built it yet. So, but for now, I'm just going to say whatever, Riverton, Utah. Now here's a key thing that I want you to realize. So I have my watch. I hope you can see this, right? So I have my watch right here. So when somebody clicks, I agree to receive calls and text messages from Alpine Pro Cleaners, and they click continue to estimator tool. I've set this up to where I will get notified on my watch right as that lead comes in. So again, this is how I wanted it to work. I wanted to get a notification on my watch and phone so that while somebody is building out their estimate, I can call them. Like, talk about speed to lead, right? So they can come in here, and once they put in all their information, I'm just gonna, put in random stuff. Okay. The second, so now they have some sort of price range. They have some idea of how much this is going to cost. This is an estimate, it is not a quote, but I want to give them a number that is going to be ballpark what they can expect. It may go up, it may go down. And that's something I want to be known for, is like, if it needs to go down and they've been having professional cleaning, cleaner was there last week and everything's looking good, this number will go down. I want this estimate to be realistic. So they're able to get a number. They gave me their information. I'm automatically notified. And then the next issue that I ran into when talking with people about, about their cleaning is some of them wanted to have a very specific price locked in. Some of them wanted to have the cleaning just scheduled and get it done, check it off. They're coming to my home. It's done. I just want to move as fast as possible in this booking process. So we make this estimating process mirror that. So they click schedule the cleaning and they say, if you want total price certainty, choose the in-person quote. If you don't and you want to just move fast, book without a locked-in quote. So this is just a way for me to protect my butt, that they know if they go with this option and they don't get a locked-in quote, the price may change. I'm not going to give them a quote online without talking to them, without seeing the property. So this is what saves me here. But let's say they go with the free in-person quote. It brings them to this page here where they are able to schedule their in-person quote. And then I also just got another notification on my watch that somebody is progressing through, that they've actually gotten the number and they've seen the number and they've chosen to continue moving forward. Okay. So here they can schedule their quote for the morning of the 28th, and then they can schedule their appointment, let's say, on February 9th in the late afternoon. Okay. So then if they don't see a time that works, they can call me at my company number. They can submit the request, and there you go. And then I just got another notification that somebody moved through the process, right? So this is how I want my workflow to work. So now for the secret hidden feature of alpineprocleaners.com. And this is something that I've built out for a couple of people now, not just myself. I've built it out for promotional products and for a mocktail cart, which I'll share those projects with you some other time as well. But it is a hidden, lightweight CRM inside of the website that is only available to authenticated users. So this is not intended to be something that is forward-facing, customer-facing. This is just a lightweight solution for people who want a place to capture all of these leads and they don't want it integrating with another CRM, right? So that's me. My CRM is very good at handling like the invoicing, at handling, the billing, at, all of that stuff. But this first touch, I wanted more control over this process. So I built out this guy. And we're going to blur out, the customer information here so that, you can't see it, because customer confidentiality is very important to us at Alpine Pro Cleaners. But what you can see is that this back end inside of here, and this is on alpineprocleaners.com/mystery URL. Okay. This matches how that form works. So when somebody completes page 1 on the form, I'm notified their customer information is input into here. I get the notification. I can call them. I can see them. Everything is just instant. When they move to page number 2, or rather when they complete page number 2, their customer information is updated. Their contact card is moved over from page 1 into page 2 into this column. So this is matching the reality that is, right? It's matching how I want to be notified, and all of their information is being synced up in real time into the CRM. Now let's go ahead and click into the estimate that we just created. So here we are inside of this test customer, and you can see this is all of the information. I can add a note, I can delete the lead, I can, do whatever I need to do so that when I call them up, all the information is just right here. I can see what, add-ons they had, what estimate they're expecting, and I can build this out however I want, right? If there's a field that is missing, I can add it. If there's a field that's redundant and I don't like it, I can remove it. It's custom, it's beautiful. Okay, so the key thing that I'm wanting to really push into here is that custom software is here. Not just for the big guys, not just, this $50,000 software. It's now morphing into I can build software for the small and medium-sized business owners that need a very specific business problem solved. And even if they don't know what that the issue is, like they just have this problem, they don't know how to solve it, like they don't know how to use technology to solve it, I can help them figure that out and build out a solution that gets them more money. And I can do this a lot less expensively than people think. I can do it a lot faster than people think. And that's where I'm taking Oh So Efficient, because this is the future and it's very exciting. So if you know anyone, my ask would be, if you know anyone in HVAC, I have not had a lot of experience and not a lot of touch points with people in HVAC. All the other industries, I'm trying to get into that industry. Let me know if you know of a HVAC company that has under 10 to 15 trucks that is looking for something like this. I'd love to work with them, get them a great price, solve their problems, and just break into that industry a little bit. Okay. So thank you for watching. If you watched this far, I appreciate it. And we'll go from there. All right. Have a good one. See ya.